So that's been a great partnership.
And my apologies to the bishop, it's Christ Redemption. I knew I would think of it, but unfortunately not at the time I needed it.
So the summertime is always, we are abuzz at community missions with volunteers. So YouthWorks has come, I've been here 11 years, and they've come much beyond that and such. So we're always appreciative for YouthWorks coming and filling in gaps. But we had a different group this year that came and specifically put up a fun, colorful mural. This was the Catholic Heart Work Camp, and they'd reached out to us a few months before, said that they had some artists in particular, and if we had something, and that's a really kind of a neat opportunity for us to get a little bit more colorful outside.
To highlight our projects. Yeah, the YouthWorks program, it's a program that's operated within Niagara County where local not-for-profit agencies can get a group of kids. They come from all over the country. They've come from Minnesota, from Pennsylvania, Ohio. I think we've even had some southern states that have moved up into the rotation. So they're here for a week. They do some sightseeing and some planning, but then they also do some giving back to the community where they come. So painting, landscaping, as you indicated, the mural, those individuals, I believe, I'm not sure if the instructors were from Massachusetts or the whole group was from Massachusetts. But it really gave us the opportunity to make the side of our building very colorful. It's on the side of the building where the food pantry is located. So every day that people come to get food, they can see an opportunity where people cared enough to brighten the area where people are waiting, and the community can locate our building now. It's the big blue mural on the side of the building, so it's really exciting.
It is. You can see it for a ways coming down Buffalo Avenue as well. It's eye-catching. So with that and our new digital sign that we have out front, we're a little more easy to find than we have been in years past.
Yes.
So this is Community Link. I am Christian Hoffman, the host here with this community missions opportunity to talk a little bit about our programs, who we serve, and how that you out there might be able to help us to do just that. My guest today is Robyn Krueger. She's the President and CEO of Community Missions, and we are recapping our year, and we're about halfway through, maybe a little bit past that now, so let's roll into the fall already. So a couple of things happened in September. The Buffalo Bills, through the American Heart Association, gave us a phone call and asked if we would be interested in an AED, an automatic external defibrillator. That had been a project that we'd been working on, so we now have funding to purchase 13 AEDs for all of our different sites. So we were very excited for that opportunity. Yeah,
we're looking forward to working with the American Heart Association. Tom Lowe is our representative that we've worked with in the past and continue to work with. To have our staff trained to make sure that people are aware of how to use the defibrillator. I don't know many people in the Western New York area who didn't watch the scary Buffalo Bills game when Damar Hamilton unfortunately was on the field. That has turned into a wonderful opportunity to educate the community, to talk about CPR training and its importance, and then also to give additional security and safety within our programs to ensure that we can respond to that medical emergency if the need arises. We are so grateful for that partnership, both on the Bills Foundation, which started the ball rolling, and then for the work that we've done with a meat raffle to get a few more, in. So even though there's only 23 programs, with 23 programs, there's 14 locations, so we have enough to provide AEDs in all of our locations. So we're really very excited about that and looking forward to the training that will get developed into 2025 as we move that forward.
And then some of the other funding came from the Oddfellows and Rebecca Fund as well. So we're excited to get rolling on that in 2025, much needed. And then also in the fall, you were recognized by Buffalo Business First as a woman of influence, which you certainly are.
Well, I've certainly been around long enough. Of the 100 years, I've been at Community Missions for 47 of those. And just having completed a new contract signing with our board of directors, who've been very gracious to offer to continue my employment. I hope to make the 50 years in the next 3 years. So it's exciting. You certainly don't do it for the recognition, but it really is an opportunity to showcase community missions and how long it's been a part of the community and the work that we do. So I was very happy to accept and very humbled by the honor.
And congratulations again on that.
Yes, thank you.
So next up was one of our favorite events, which has only been running 3 years. Seemed like it's been much longer, but our annual pet blessing that we have out at the mission. Typically a gray, overcast day, if not wet. The past couple of years it's been, but a neat opportunity to engage some other community members that maybe not are coming to us for other reasons, but they want to connect with us around their pets, which are so important to many of us.
You just hit the nail on the head. I mean, pets are so important to many people in their life. They are calming forces in a sea of anxiety for individuals. They're support animals. But then there's also the opportunity to care for them and realize that they are God's creatures just as we are. And ensure that they receive care and love and support. So our food pantry does have a pet pantry as a part of it. Our pet blessing is always interesting. There are friends who have horses. So we have horses, we have bunnies, we have cats, we have dogs. I don't think we've had an iguana or a hamster yet, but I'm sure they're out there. And another community partner that has been working very diligently in the community is Better Together. It's a not-for-profit that supports individuals, especially in recovery, or individuals in lower income areas who might not be able to get their pets vaccinated or have food or the ability to get licenses and those types of things. So Better Together is an organization that we were just introduced to last year. They were at the Pet Blessing and brought their mobile and did free chipping for individuals, because if your pet is lost, the only way and the best way, hopefully, to find them is having had them chipped.
Yes, they were great. They had lots of giveaways. They had treats and leashes, and they just want to make sure that everybody is taken care of. All the pets.
It's a great organization, and people don't think about homeless individuals and people moving into recovery and that type of thing, and oftentimes people will not seek services because shelters don't accept pets or recovery programs don't accept pets and that type of thing. So again, it helps to educate the community, it helps to move providers into the area, and gives us the opportunity to consider new services and what pets mean to people and how pets are really very much a part of individuals' recovery journey.
So one of the things that we do with the Pet Blessing is also accept pet donations, whether that be food or toys, treats, anything, leashes,
beds, clothing,
beds, yes. So we're always in need of those things. So if you have anything like that or that pulls at your heartstrings and you might want to go out and purchase something along those lines, you can drop that off at 1570 Buffalo Avenue at any point, or just call us if you need us to come pick up something like that as well. We can certainly make arrangements. So rolling into this time of year, we are so hectic during the holidays.
Starts in October, ends January, I think.
So we actually started this year delivering turkeys out in the community to help some people out at Thanksgiving time. And now we are in the midst of the Holiday Help Program. We have 213 families that are receiving presents thanks to sponsors, which is a wonderful thing. We have donations, as I mentioned, coming in all the time. So just thank you to everybody that is doing all of those things. And it's a great opportunity for us to give back at a special time of the year.
Well, and you mentioned the other day that I believe those 213 families represent almost 600 children who otherwise might not have a very happy Christmas. Christmas is also a time for people to take care of each other. And obviously the community has done a wonderful job taking care of us, bringing us sponsors where they adopt a family during that time period and purchase what's on the wish list for either the family or for the children. So it really does give us an opportunity to showcase our skills in the community. It highlights the partnerships that make what we do happen. And for so many kids and families, we are their only resource during the Christmas time period. The other thing that really is highlighted during that time period is what additional needs many families have. So it gives us a great opportunity to help families understand the breadth of the agency's service. If they need support in another area, we can help point them in a direction that may be helpful. If they've lost a job, if they've, which obviously is income, if they need furniture, if they need food, all of those types of things are part of what we do and can give back to the community as part of the holidays, but we do it 365 days out of the year, so it really works out well.
So we have about 150 sponsors for those 213.
Yes.
So thank you to so many families and businesses that are coming together to help make the holidays brighter. There have been a lot of tears and a lot of hugs already, and we haven't even given maybe half of the presents away at this point. So it's a great time.
What's really helpful too, just for our donors to know, is there is a system set up in Niagara Falls in particular, and probably in Niagara County, where people don't go from place to place to place. If you're registered with Community Missions, you're part of that process. If you're with Heart, Love, and Soul, you're part of that. If you're Salvation Army, you're part of that. So I know sometimes people are concerned that people just go from agency to agency to collect what they can. Unfortunately, we've had to set up a system, but it really does make things run smoother. So it also helps individuals to go to an area that's more located to their home. Sure. Because as we've talked about throughout this conversation, that many people don't have transportation, and bus lines don't run where they need them to run in order to help them get what they need. So this is an opportunity to enlarge the program, and again, with so many wonderful, generous, kind, thoughtful donors. Bikes have been going out, clothing, shoes, I mean, it's not just toys, it's some basic needs that some families have. I think of all the years that we've seen staff who've donated and that type of thing, usually my child needs a coat, a winter coat. They need boots. They need hats and gloves and all of those kinds of things. So again, it gives us the opportunity to fill some nice wishes and to give some essentials to families that are in need.
Absolutely, absolutely it does. So we've got a couple of minutes left to look ahead. So we are done with 2024, nearly, at least, a couple of weeks. And so 2025 will bring a couple of different things. First off, as we mentioned earlier, 100th anniversary, which you only get one chance at.
Absolutely.
It is wild to think about.
Well, it's amazing to think about in 1925 when we started, we only accepted men into our shelter. And it was mostly homeless men, individuals swept off trains or just released from hospital, Buffalo Psychiatric Center or other locations. And they began forming in the downtown area. So First Baptist Church had a Billy Sunday Club, and developed that in 1923 when Billy Sunday came through this area as an evangelist. And again, it just demonstrates the hearts and the generosity of the community that felt people needed a place to stay. People needed to be able to be sheltered and have basic needs met. Fast forward to 2024 into 2025, I don't think anyone would have ever imagined 23 programs, 160 staff members, a $13 million budget. There isn't a marginalized population in this community that Community Missions doesn't touch or serve. Right.
And we've been doing it for 99 and 3/4 years now.
Years, yeah.
And so we'll be celebrating our 100th year all throughout 2025.
Yes.
So we'll be kind of weaving that story in throughout the next year here at Community Link. And we thank Robyn so much for being on with us today and recapping 24 and a brief look ahead to 2025. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and we look forward to speaking with you in the new year in 2025 here on Community Link.